Adam Pug and Bert Pug. Starring Alan Pug and Neil Pug, Stafford Pug and Madge Pug, Executive Pug William Pug.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
stop that.
You watched that, so we could watch this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex Jones freakouts. Just joking.
We showed you that one so we can show you this.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. It's time for a death battle. I'm really blowing out. Oh, no, I'm not actually blowing out the audio.
No. I adjusted.
Because it's Batman versus Captain America.
Yeah, which, if you want to be fair, I mean, come on. If you're gonna do like carbon copies of each other, Batman and friggin' Black Panther. Come on.
Or just Batman versus everyone. Then it's fair.
God. Actually, okay. Now that you mention it, I could see that being a more fair match.
Right?
Yeah. So, okay. We said we would try and do a death battle week. Here's the problem, guys. We only record once a week, and we have a lot of shows that we want to maintain during that time period. So what we are going to do, this is going to be the start, we're going to do maybe one or two every week until we have enough for a week's supply.
And then we're just going to...
boom, all in 1 week. Yeah. On top of normal reactions.
Yeah, so
we're doubling down.
If you notice weird outfit changes, that's why.
That's the reason. Yeah. So yeah. And if you're not listening to this,
which
sucks to be you.
Probably not because
Caleb. Thank you, Caleb, in the comments section. Be sure to give thanks to your local Caleb.
And just remember, if they say they're not Caleb, that's a sure sign that they are 100% actually Caleb.
Yes, indeed. Actual Caleb. So, anyway.
The more you know. Da, 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 da. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So, Batman versus Captain America. Two titans of the comic book world. One more than the other. I would say Batman is more popular. Because, go into a comic book store and look at... They did this in the documentary Batman and Bill. People tried to compare in terms of popularity, Batman and Superman as the two most popular DC superheroes. There was a full, 5-row tall shelf of nothing but Batman. Mm-hmm. You go over to Superman, 1 1/4.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
In terms, and this was a pretty big comic book store. And I'm not saying that, hey, it's not favorites or anything like that, but let's be honest. When people see the bat signal, they know it's Batman. Some people have actually seen the Superman emblem and actually confused it for Spider-Man. No, really.
Yeah.
Really. That happened.
That
happened. People, I forget the study they did, but this was actually in a foreign country. And people 100% more, I think it was actually more than 95% of people knew Batman, but only I think 60% knew Superman, which is weird. But I think Batman, to a lot of people out there, is the more popular superhero. I mean, you look at movies.
Yeah.
No comparison. I mean, Batman's movies have been Titanic size. But anyway.
So
there goes the Superman fan base. Bunch of Batman fanboys, Marvel fanboys. No. Yeah. Write your hateful comments. You're just giving us more money.
I'm in the video. They know I hate Superman. They know.
Okay.
So, all right. So, since we haven't done a death battle in a while.
Well, we did one not too long ago. We did.
You guys did one.
Oh, that's right. Me and Micah did.
So, the way we do these, we watch the research and discussion portion.
Mm-hmm.
Then we make our call.
Mm-hmm.
Then they fight.
Yes.
So, that's what we're going to do.
All right.
So, start it up.
All right. On screen and engage. Screw attack.
Defending the weak from powerful agents of evil demands a champion who has achieved the peak of human capability, all in the name of justice, and sometimes vengeance. Batman, the Dark Knight, And Captain
Why show
America,
George
the
Clooney?
Sentinel of Liberty.
Yeah.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to
Just-
find out who would win a death battle.
Language.
And over the speaker you hear.
Throughout the underworld of Gotham City, one name strikes fear into the cold, black hearts of even the most hardened criminals.
Yep,
The
the
Batman.
OG.
But becoming a
The animated
six-foot
series.
rat of vengeance comes at a cost. For 8-year-old Bruce Wayne, it was helplessly watching as his parents were gunned down in front of him on the way back from the theater. That poor kid, that opera really must have scarred him.
Bruce's genius-level intellect and physical prowess allowed
It
him
was,
to pick up
a
a vast
film,
array of
actually, The Grey
skills on
Ghost.
his global journey to become the Dark Knight.
Depending on
He became an expert
Yeah.
in the art of disguise and a master of every fighting style known to man. He's perfected escape artistry, sword fighting, detective skills, stealth, has a photographic memory, earned 12 master's degrees, is an expert marksman, and is vastly knowledgeable in pressure points.
And we're positive he's not superhuman.
Officially, no, he's not,
serves-
but he has learned
he
to appear
serves
so in the minds of his opponents. Having been trained by the League of Assassins, Batman's greatest weapon is fear.
All it takes is a glimpse of that pointy-eared shadow and criminals start shaking in their boots. He can disappear and reappear in an instant thanks to his mastery of stealth and the high-tech gadgets he keeps in his utility belt. Like his bat claw grappling hook, smoke pellets, tons of different batarangs, and shock gloves.
Yep.
Hey, don't underestimate the shock gloves. They release a charge powerful enough to penetrate Kevlar and even stop the heart of one of Batman's most powerful enemies, Bane.
But then he restarted it because he's nice like that. Bane later said thank you the only way he knew how.
breaking his back.
I'm surprised Batty didn't pull something out of the utility belt to stop that one, considering
Yep.
it seems to contain anything Batman could ever need, even shark repellent.
Actually, that's a common misconception.
Dang
the shark
sharks.
repellent was stored in the helicopter that Robin was flying, not
Aha!
Batman's utility belt.
Oh yeah, because that makes it so much less ridiculous.
Batman also carries explosive gel. A cluster of this substance can be sprayed onto nearly any surface and remotely detonated.
And it
Perfect for
won't
distraction.
kill people.
Or, you know, blowing shit up. Tip for criminals, if you know Batman's after you, avoid anything shaped like a bat.
It's true.
Somebody in here.
I'm gonna leave now.
Yep.
Yep.
Something wrong? Nope.
Yep.
Bruce chose
Exactly.
the guise of a bat to project his own fear of the flying mammal onto his enemies. However, that's not the Batsuit's only purpose.
Thanks to some military-grade armor he stole from his own company with Morgan Freeman's permission, the Batsuit is
Yep.
almost completely bulletproof, knife-proof, electricity-proof, punch-proof, dog-proof, and theft-proof.
Inside Batman's cowl is an array of high-tech gear commonly used for listening to police scanners and communicating with allies. But in combat, Batman finds more use in its night, infrared, and ultraviolet vision. Also, its built-in triangulation imaging system, which hacks into the world's cell phones and creates a digital 3D map.
You mean he can see
But Lucius
everything
destroyed
I do
that.
just because I have a phone?
More or less.
Ask him where I left my keys.
Aside from mass
Ask
invasion
him
of
where I
privacy, Batman's resume includes such accomplishments as dodging Darkseid's
good.
virtually unavoidable Omega beams, withstanding the vacuum of space for 24 seconds, and breaking free from a coffin buried 6 feet underground in a straitjacket after being deprived of sleep for days, all while having a cocktail of unknown drugs in his system, along with the Joker's latest venom toxin.
What the fuck? Are we positive that we're
Thank you,
Well,
Boomstick.
given
That
this
zoom
line of
was
work, I
brilliant.
wish you
Just suplexed it.
Alligator.
gamma rays or something like
Maybe a
that,
crocodile.
But
Maybe a
underneath
crocodile.
the bat suit, he is affected by knives and bullets the same as any other mortal man. Even though he usually comes out victorious, his self-confidence occasionally puts him in life-threatening situations he can't escape without help.
like Bane's thank you spine durability test?
But the Cape Crusader has consistently found a way to survive even the most life-threatening situations.
And Bats has no problem continuously going toe-to-toe with evil in the name of justice.
Or
Vengeance.
just us.
From this moment on, none of you are safe.
That's really good.
Born to poor Irish immigrants in Manhattan on July 4th, 1920, Stephen Rogers grew up with little money, few friends,
And even fewer muscles. Good God, is that Steve Rogers or Jack Skellington? Somebody get that kid a sandwich.
Too
but his
short.
sheer willpower, selflessness, and desire for justice stood out. As those around him
Yeah, it'll
left
work.
to serve in the Second World War, Rogers was desperate to fight for his country. But due to his lacking physique and health problems, he was turned away from every single military organization, multiple times.
Meanwhile, Hitler was creating a new group of super Nazis with lasers called Hydra.
Desperate to combat this new threat, Uncle Sam began the top-secret Project Rebirth. It looked like Rogers would finally get his chance to be the hero after all, provided he survived an untested, unstable, unprecedented experiment.
After an injection of some mystery juice and tanning in some Vita rays, Rogers lived.
I mean,
And
yeah,
as a plus
actually.
became a Nazi-annihilating, terrorist-thrashing symbol of freedom, Captain
Mystery juice.
America.
Because Erskine didn't write anything down.
And then, of course, there's
Serum pushed Steve's
Peggy
body to
Carter,
the absolute
touching
limits
his
of
ab
human
very
physical
slightly,
and
just
mental
like,
potential.
is it real?
A homeless
Yes.
guy sold me a super serum once. I woke up in Danny's a week later without my wallet.
With his new body, Rogers can bench press 1,100 pounds and run a mile in 73 seconds. By comparison,
On your
the
left.
bench press world record without the
On
aid of
your
a
left.
bench shirt is Eric Spodo's 722 pounds. And the fastest mile run belongs to Hisham Garouche of Morocco at 3 minutes 43 seconds. That makes Rogers nearly twice as strong and over 3 times as fast as the most physically fit human beings in the world.
He can even dodge gunfire at point-blank range by, in his own words, seeing faster.
Which is the absolute stupidest way of saying that his brain can process images faster than a normal human.
Yeah.
Putting his new abilities to good use, he's adept in every single form of hand-to-hand combat known to man. That's right, I bet you didn't know that Captain America was a ninja.
Jiu-jitsu? Kung Fu? Krav Maga?
All of the above.
Despite his incredible physical potential, the military initially decided Super Steve was best suited as the U.S. Army poster boy.
That suit looks like it was ripped from a patriotic circus.
It was.
Really? Well, at least he upgraded to suits not made from circus later on.
No, they were too.
What kind of circus would make a costume with Kevlar Nomex and lightweight titanium that's resistant to fire, water, and electric shocks?
Some call it World War II.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I get it.
But the most iconic aspect of Cap's attire is his famed shield. Composed of proto-adamantium and a mysterious metal from space called vibranium. This
And
one-of-a-kind
nobody's
shield
figured
was
out how to
presented to him personally
make that
by none
alloy
other than
again.
the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
And like a badass, Cap doesn't just use his shield for defending himself. He hurls that motherfucker at just about anything that moves.
The
It's true.
combination of the two metals allows the shield to absorb and reflect practically all kinetic energy and thus ricochet off multiple targets.
Wait,
with
does it
minor
absorb it or
loss of
reflect it?
velocity. Captain
Absorb
America
and-
utilizes
Little
this
column A,
in
little
combination
column
with his
B.
super soldier mind
So it's magic.
to predict and calculate
Yes.
the shield's
Yeah.
trajectory so that it always ends up back in hand, no matter how many targets it has struck.
Cap shield can reflect anything
At
from
one point,
bullets to
he had
lasers,
a
decapitate
magnetic
vampires, and stop a blow
system
from Thor's
to,
hammer.
retrieve
And if
it.
you
Bring it
recall,
back.
Mjolnir
But
doesn't
it,
fuck around.
according
This
to
giant
him,
frisbee of
threw
freedom
off
is
the
so cool.
aerodynamics.
Even Superman wants one.
Peggy? I think it works.
Yes, I think it works.
But it's
Haley
not
Atwell.
unstoppable.
Man.
It's been damaged and even destroyed its fair share of times over the years, but only by cosmic or reality warping powers.
Luckily, Mr. America
Yeah, I was-
doesn't rely only on his shield.
It was
He's boxed
it was
before
real
to
bad when
withstand,
that happened.
was deemed worthy to wield Mjolnir, and has even managed to incapacitate the Hulk with his knowledge of pressure points.
Wait, go back to that second one. Did this guy just kick the Hulk in the dick? You've got to be a
And
real man
live.
to give the green
Yeah.
Goliath
And
enough
live.
kick. I mean, that's the fastest way to piss off a
Marvel
dude.
vs.
And who
Capcom,
don't we like to
Dude, it
get
got
angry?
stupid.
Balls
Marvel
of
vs. Capcom
steel
2,
right
I was
there.
Hulk
Great
was my
big
man.
eagle-shaped
I
freedom
beat
balls of
everybody.
steel.
And to top everything off, not many superheroes can claim to have defeated the fearsome foursome of crack, weed, ice, and misfix, the literal personifications of actual street drugs.
So you're telling
Wow.
me he's preaching an anti-drug message, knowing that drugs are the entire reason he became awesome?
I guess we can add
Eh,
a
little
bit.
hypocrite to
Illegal.
this list of aliases. Despite being a physically perfect human, Captain America more or less has the same weaknesses as any other man. His patriotic uniform can only protect him so much from stabbing weapons.
And sniper bullets. God knows he gets killed pretty good by those.
Yes, end of Civil War.
Weapons. My only weakness. How did you? No.
Even in the face of death, Captain America always stands for what
Oh,
the United
oh
States.
God.
Oh God, why are we
And
bringing
sometimes
that one
that's
in?
serving Hitler an a
Well, they
American-sized
did
knuckle
show
sandwich.
like the shitty George Clooney Batman.
Captain America.
That's right.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
All right.
Who you got?
All right, Micah,
Um,
as our resident Batman expert.
I was kind of worried because I couldn't remember. I thought I'd seen this before. Then I realized that I saw the superpower beatdown.
Aha!
But that was live action and fan votes.
Right.
And they always film an alternate ending, but Batman did win that because,
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
best.
obviously Batman won
he's
that.
He's
popular.
best.
Fan decided.
It seems like they're going with Captain America as a peak human, but not necessarily like superhuman.
Like very, very mildly superhuman.
Well, twice as strong as the
Like-
strongest man, and a lot faster than and twice as fast as the fastest man.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't.
Like minimal bump up to superhuman.
Right. So I feel like Batman is pretty accomplished at fighting superhumans.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
if they're not going with like full on like superhuman Captain America, I don't know. I think Batman might have it.
Well, but now, a thing that pops up here is, they were pretty clear. It's like, what works on Captain America is the things that work on most people.
Right.
You know, knives and sniper bullets were the big ones that they pointed out. Neither of which Batman can use. Well, he did use a sword.
I mean,
that
he's
one
got
time.
batarangs and stuff. Well, my thing is, as just like in a straight fight, I mean, they're both very well trained martial artists, and Cap is obviously physically stronger. But Batman is more accustomed to working in weird conditions, like complete darkness, whatever. Space, you know.
Because why not?
And I think Batman has more experience fighting a wider variety of superpowered things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Of course, I don't know. I mean, it's just, the thing is, though, it's like, if you're really that strong, I mean, once you get a hold of a guy, just like, you know,
Well,
shake him like a dog with a pork chop. So.
I mean, another fact of the matter is, Cap's bag of tricks is pretty limited.
I mean, he's a straight shooter.
Yeah, like what you see is what you get. With Batman, he's got like 3 or 4 decks of cards up his sleeve. Yeah. He's got that many tricks. Like, that man's got the right card for the situation that's going to happen like next week on a Tuesday if it's raining.
Huh.
Like,
or snowing.
Everything.
Well, yeah, he's the ultimate planner.
Yeah,
I mean,
like 5 minutes. Like, if you give Batman 5 minutes, you're screwed.
Yeah. You get you give him 5 minutes, he's golden. You give him a day, he's godlike. You give him a week, you're already dead.
Just Omae wa shinderu. Batman? Yeah, basically. So you're going Batman.
Sure, why not?
You know, I think I've actually talked myself into Batman. Because the thing of it is, Batman won't kill Captain America.
No.
But by God, I think he can put him out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Death Battle. So. They kind of suspend their no-killing thing.
That's true.
Yeah. But anyway. So, Nate, what do you got?
Batman.
Yeah.
Well, so much for us being Marvel fanboys.
I mean, look. Be whoever you want to be. Unless you can be Batman, then always be Batman.
Batman.
I mean, they don't say that about
Batman.
They don't say that about Captain America.
I do like Captain America.
Oh yeah, Captain America's cool.
Yeah. Especially in modern day Captain.
And way more philosophically deep than you'd imagine.
Right. I mean, if anybody, like, you know, they could use an excuse to make a really status superhero and just pure propaganda, it'd be Captain America, but
and he's not.
I know.
And like he's like mildly anarchist.
Well, he's for freedom.
He's not fighting for the country. He's fighting
the
for
man.
the people.
Fighting the man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fighting the man for the people.
Robert exactly.
Redford, as it turns out.
Yeah.
All right.
So
a universal sweep for us in terms of predictions. We're all going Batman. Shall we see?
I'm worried.
We might lose, guys.
Yeah.
We might lose, yeah.
But do it.
So, let's go.
Wait, is there an ad? No. Oh, we're just straight up doing it. Okay. All right. City at night. That's,
That
oh.
benefits the bat. Yeah.
Oh. We got the MVC2 sprites going.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Big old boot.
Batarangs.
Grab. Bonk. Is he going to combo out?
Oh, shield badge.
Batman's just like,
Shark gloves.
Let's finish this. Hyper!
Smoke. Smoke weed every day.
oh, God. Oh, fuck.
Drop something. Ah!
Explosive gel. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're both going to start doing it, aren't
He
they?
disabled it. He disabled him.
Oh!
Power combo? Oh.
Well.
Wow.
I pledge allegiance to the
Oh.
Cap.
Okay, no, that was too much.
That got
Yeah.
missed.
Captain America did have the endurance and power advantage, and Batman himself has admitted he could lose a hand-to-hand match against him. But there's a big difference between could and would.
Yeah.
I could survive the fall out of an airplane, but I wouldn't bet on it. Unless you're doing it, Wiz, you should totally try it. $5 if you make it.
You're an idiot, Boomstick. Also, the fact
Thank you.
is Batman is more than a boxer. His stealth and disarming skills allowed him to turn the fight in his favor.
Not to mention the gadgets. Just because Cap could see faster doesn't mean he could see hard enough to spot bats through a solid wall of smoke.
Batman also regularly battles and sneaks around super beings far above your average laser Nazi.
Yep.
If he can ninja around Superman's super hearing, there's no
Look
reason
at that
he
mullet.
can't do
There's
that
Gadget
with
one.
Captain America.
Yep.
And of course, Batman has more knowledge about pressure points and fighting styles because he's mastered all of them rather than simply being adept, helping him incapacitate and finish off the Star-Spangled Soldier.
Captain America just couldn't hang in there.
The winner is Batman.
There you go.
We picked it on the
Death
gadgets.
Battle.
Yeah.
And our stealth.
Who's it next time?
I have
Oh,
a guide here that
no.
will show you how to live from
Trays?
now on.
Oh, Epion. Damn.
I loved Epion.
Epion was a cool design, dude.
The sixth Gundam. Versus.
The Tiger Zord?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I see what they're doing. Yeah.
no. Okay, that's pretty sick.
I still have the Tiger Zord.
That's pretty sick. That's a sick battle.
I still have the Tiger Zord.
Nice.
I still have it. And Saba.
Oh,
I still have those
wow.
toys. Jesus. Oh man, I feel old. I feel very old
I
right
mean,
now.
we all do. All right, so 3 for Batman, 3 correct.
Called it.
We
Yeah,
got it.
Like it was the gadgets.
Man, this one was old school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I love the sprite animation that they did.
Yeah, I mean the Batman ones. I don't know what those were from.
I think
If they were-
I think the ones are from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Well, yeah,
for
Marvel vs. Capcom 2
Captain America.
for Cap, obviously. Like I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
But the Batman ones, I don't know. Batman SNES maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Either SNES or maybe a PlayStation game that we. Or maybe,
Let's see.
It's
Batman
definitely a
games.
side scroller. Definitely a side scroller Batman.
Oh, for sure. Let's see.
Well, there
List
are people out there
of-
who design custom sprites.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. But list of Batman video games. Okay, this might give me something.
Okay.
Video game starring Batman. Isometric. No, that's not it. Not very likely. Nope. I gotta get down to
Jesus.
Game Boy Genesis?
Maybe.
It's possible. Inspired by the 1989 Batman. I don't think that's quite right.
No, I think this one was more animated series Batman, would you say?
Yeah, so you're looking at very likely a
yeah.
Well, there was a Batman the Animated Series game for the Game Boy, but that's not it. Adventures of Batman and Robin. These games are based on Batman the Animated Series, and that was on Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
The
on
Genesis
that.
version is a 2D beat 'em up and shooter. Maybe. It might be the Super NES version.
Maybe.
I don't think it's. No, it wouldn't be the Batman Forever game, which is in the Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat engine, digitized actors, rendered sprites. No, hell no.
No,
that's not it.
I remember that one. That one was okay.
Batman Forever, the arcade game, which was on PlayStation and Saturn and Windows, could be.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. Like there's a lot of options.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very likely that at least some of those were pulled from a game.
Yeah, I'd say more likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Micah, have you seen the documentary Batman and Bill?
Nope.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, it's a very interesting story. It's about Bill Finger. You ever heard of Bill Finger?
Wasn't he the guy that helped create Batman, but didn't get credit for it
for the longest
years?
time? And actually, here's the interesting thing: Batman is probably the biggest property that DC owns.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, it was the only one that did not have its ownership sorted out. They thought they did, but then when they went back and they discovered that the contract that they drew up for Bob Kane actually included a handshake agreement.
Ooh.
And there was no proof of it, no burden of proof to prove it was factual. They actually
you can't prove that.
Yeah, well, not unless you had a picture
without witnesses anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, they then found out that if Bill Finger's granddaughter wanted to get ownership, she could, if she were able to, sue for rights over it, because honestly, there was no agreement on who the true owner of Batman was. At least DC overlooked it for the longest time.
Yeah, don't put a handshake clause in any of your contracts, because unless you want to dispute them later.
You know which one really irks me? There was a proposed handshake agreement between Ray Kroc and the McDonald brothers.
Uh-oh.
The handshake agreement, okay, they signed a contract stating that the McDonald brothers would sell over the rights to their name, McDonald's, for a cool $1 million even. That's after taxes, so around $1.2 million.
And that's old-timey money.
Yes.
Not current money.
Now,
so that's, $1 million is actually really
part of
quite
the agreement,
a lot of money.
Well, part of the agreement back then that the McDonald brothers originally wanted was 1% of the income of the yearly 1% of the yearly income for McDonald's forever.
Wow, that would have been massive.
That's
bonkers. Well, they actually tallied it up in 1 year. In 1 year, the McDonald brothers.
Wait, the income or the profits?
Profits.
Okay, because I start saying the income, like, geez.
Well, 1% of the profits. I meant to say, sorry, but anyway, 1% of the profits, and well, they found out that if that were the case, 1% would actually equal out to about just under $100 million a year.
Yeah.
So the McDonald brothers and their families would be pulling in an even around $100 million a year as is.
Which, I mean, would have been great for their families.
Yes, but unfortunately, originally it was supposed to be under contract that would be signed contract, but instead Ray Kroc convinced them to do a handshake agreement.
And there was no picture taken.
Thinking that Ray Kroc would own up to it, but he never did.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So there you go. Now, that's how business works. But in all honesty, that's when the oily, grimy side of humanity really starts to show its face, and it's that side of humanity I really don't like. But you see, what happened with Batman? Actually, if you want to watch Batman and Bill, it's actually a really good watch. It's on Hulu, and I for any fan of Batman out there, I'd suggest giving it a good watch because it is really, really good. But as for what we experienced here, so if you all wanted proof that we weren't Marvel fanboys, I think this is probably the best example of it.
I mean, how do you pick against Batman? You don't pick against Batman.
Oh, by the way, Ben, Micah.
Uh-oh.
The reviews for Justice League just dropped.
I started to say it's out now, isn't it?
Tomorrow.
Well, premiere was
They normally do like an early
Thursday,
showing.
which they would do probably like a Thursday 8 p.m.
It's bad, isn't it?
Well, 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Better than I was expecting.
I know. I was expecting maybe 15. But they say it's unbalanced. It's okay. And you know what? I guarantee there's going to be people defending it even now, even though they haven't seen it. Guys, this is what I hate about studios who don't have faith in their work. If you hold a review embargo up until the day before, you got a problem.
Looks real shady.
That's really shady, and it looks like you're desperate to not have these released so that people won't judge your film. Which, honestly, I'm all for watching it, even though what the reviews say. But for the most part, when I've seen DC films, I agree with.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's cool. I agree with usually when it comes to most of the critics. Case in point, the ones that I really pay attention to, Jeremy Jahns and of course Chris Stuckman, who has actually worked with the Nostalgia Critic in the past. I mean, it's excuse me. It's really difficult to support a film franchise, a film studio, when that is a common practice of theirs. Instead of letting the early reviews drop and let people get hyped for it or whatever, instead they it is what it is. Once again, everybody, Warner Brothers got their own head up their ass, thinking we know how to make comic book movies. Not without Chris. Obviously, you don't. Obviously, well, they had a good one with Wonder Woman, but the sooner that they alleviate the old system that they had. The old system that they had, and update it with this new system that that Jeff Johns has signed in, the better, because from what it seems like, everything's just
So
what?
Oh God. So I just Googled Justice League just to see what would pop up, and there was a story about Gal Gadot, and the tagline that they went with, thankfully this was not nearly as sensational as I was expecting, was "Working on Justice League made Gal Gadot vomit repeatedly."
Oy.
She was pregnant.
Oh,
so that explains a lot.
Yeah, that does explain a lot.
Oh, apparently she kept her pregnancy a secret from the cast.
Oh,
dang.
Well,
apparently she's like, I thought nobody knew, but everybody knew. And I was like, oh, well, shit. I mean, to be fair, you're in a movie with Batman.
Yeah.
But,
I can sense it. You're pregnant. Either that or it's that time of the month.
Oh, God. But, like, the thing is, all of us really wanted Justice League to be good.
No, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it and hope for the best. I mean, maybe I'll come out of it and have something like really positive to say.
I hope
about
you do. I mean, to be fair, I'm so many, like, there's so many movies I need to catch up on.
Yeah.
Just in life.
I'm pissed that I missed Blade Runner 2049. I'm pissed that I missed that.
Didn't see that.
Well, it's because we were doing Spoopstober and I couldn't find the time to do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out and say it. Spoopstober was my idea, and it was a really bad idea.
No, it was a success.
It was a success, but that doesn't mean it was a good idea.
I wouldn't mind doing it again. It's just better planning and more, and also more people streaming so that we can each have our individual days off.
Yeah,
in between.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Like, whether I was streaming or not, I was here.
Yeah.
I really, like, realistically speaking, I probably should have just, like, moved into the guest room.
for the month? Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Probably would have been for the best. All right, so...
We got to get more Micah streams soon.
Yeah, we do. We'll have to start playing those out.
We got to finish Kirby Superstar.
Oh, that'd be pretty
That's
close.
right.
And I'd like to see you play Kirby Planet Robobot. It's good. It's real good.
All right,
there's
so...
a lot of things I'd like to see you play.
Everyone out
Found
there...
a mod for Fallout 4 that adds a recurve bow.
Jesus.
Does sound pretty cool.
See? It's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen,
calm down.
This was Batman v Captain America, DC versus Marvel, Death Battle by Screw Attack. If you liked what you saw in this video, feel free to leave a like down below. Also, actually, you know what? To hell with it. Let's leave a like down here in this video.
While Nate's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just establish it is Thursday, November 16th when we are filming this.
Oh.
So when we're talking about the reviews hitting, they just hit.
Yeah.
Like, really, actually just hit.
I'm trying to think of something to say. Let's see.
But, yeah, so, we're not just, like, going out and looking at the reviews. No. They just happened. So, don't get mad. They're gonna get mad.
I got one.
They're gonna get real mad. All right. Well, anyway.
Okay. So yeah, let's.
Yeah. So that's over with.
Look for our comment, and also don't forget to go back and like the original Death Battle video.
We're gonna go do something else that's probably not gonna get us yelled at as much. Hopefully.
You kidding me? This is the internet, dude. They'll always find something to yell at.
Good night, everybody.
Night.